Hey guys, LC Fifa here, and welcome to this 94 rated Shapeshifters Kyle Walker player review. So this car was released on the Sunday, I think it was, and of course, with it being Shapeshifters, it features players that are not in their usual position, with this Kyle Walker being in goal. Now I know this is a card that a few people have been waiting for, ever since Kyle Walker actually stepped foot in the goal, and he made a couple of decent saves. Anyway, as you can see on screen, this is a team I started him in. Nuno Mendes, Kimpembe, Buffon, and Zaha in defence. Saka, Zambrotta, Caicedo, and Best in midfield, with Mbappe and Cech in attack. So Walker's 6 foot, he's right footed, and has a 5-star skill moves and a 4-star weak foot. He can only play in the goalkeeper position. So you can see most of his stats just on his face card, but just to break down his speed slightly, he's got 91 acceleration and 98 sprint speed. And I did buy him off the market with glove already applied. However, I actually think this is quite a good chemistry style to try on him to begin with. And if I do feel like it, I might put basic on him, but I'll mention that in the video if I do. Moving on to his traits, he's got long throw-in, comes for crosses, and saves with feet. Okay, then game number 1. And he's got Timothy and Stegen, the new Becker Shapeshifters. He's got Red Modric and Fekir. He's also got foot birthday Jairzinho on the right hand side too. That looked like he was shot straight at his goalkeeper, but somehow it's managed to squeeze past him. Not the best finish attempt from there, but we'll take it. Okay, it's a good first save from Walker, but he pushes it straight back into the dangerous area, and Vitinha picks it up and finishes it. And Cech has missed that. He's missed an absolute sitter. I mean, it's an open goal pretty much. I have no idea how he's missed it. And it's managed to squeeze in. I don't know how. It's rolled over the line, but we'll take it, especially after Cech missed that sitter. I think we deserve it, to be honest. And Walker's come and collected that. But easy enough, I suppose, for a goalkeeper. It's a good pass through Mbappe. Volleys it on his left foot. We make it 3-1 now. Block it. What a save from Walker. It was a tight angle, but it was at close range. He's done well to react to that. And again from the corner, tips it over the bar. It's another good save from Walker at close range. Right, just can't block that one off, and it's going to be a long game, this one. He keeps just passing it short into the box. We've chipped it. Is it in? Yes, Mbappe, great little chip there. We just caught him on the counter. Oh, I've messed up, and I've given him an easy goal there. 2 blocks that should have been put in there. Can we win the header? Walker come for that. He has done. Can you throw it out? Okay, he's taking a shot from range, and this is going to be the problem with Walker, I think, just based on that. I mean, it was a decent shot, but I think the biggest problem is going to be his height in goal at 6 foot. That's the early prediction anyway. And there goes another one, straight away, one after another. And I think we've found the weakness here. Yes, we squeeze it in. It's very lucky, but it's 5-5. And, well, looking at the time now, that'll be it. It's a draw, I think. Right, then game number 2. He's got Timothy and Allison. He's got a full Shapeshifters back line. He's got Red Casemiro and Bernardo Silva. He's got the new Martinez on the right-hand side. Oh, no. Walker, it's a great save. No, we could see that one coming, and I have no idea where Walker's going there. I wasn't expecting to get anything on it, but I don't know what that attempt was. It's another situation that's not ideal, and he scores a second one. Okay, it's another save, this time from range, and he's actually managed to get a hand to it. See what his kicking's like. It's a bit heavy, but it's a good kick. Oh, it's worked. It's in. We headed it. Alisson managed to save it, but he's pushed it into his own goal. We've hit it. Best. What a goal. Kane blitzing past me there. Walker's made a good save and he's picked it up on the second attempt. Walker's come for that. I sent him a bit late, but he has managed to get to it. Is he offside? Lewandowski's through and he's finished it. Straight off the bench, straight onto the score sheet. Nice little pass back, his keeper committed. He actually tried to slide me there too. I guess you could say fortunate that he didn't give away a penalty. And he's quit. This is game number 3. He's got Timothy and Costa, Diaz, Saliba, Nuno Mendes, Red Odegaard. He's got that Vitinha up front. He's gone for a power shot from range, but Walker manages to get a strong hand to it. It's a good run by Best. He's going to be through here. We take the shot. It's past his goalkeeper and into the goal. He's gone for a power shot again, and Walker's made another good save again. He's done a fake shot, and he's beat Walker this time. Best, and what a finish that is, right into the bottom corner on his weak foot too, and we take the lead once again. Check. It's a great finish, first time from the cross. Happy to take on the shot and saved by the keeper. And making his move inside. Oh, he's twisted and turning and he's beat me there. Fair play, fair play. He's got the shot off and scored. Have I kept him on there? I think I have. Walker, yeah, no chance. That's my fault. Played an offside trap, but I didn't actually play the offside trap myself with the player I was controlling. He just gets a pass through and Walker's nowhere near it. Oh, come on. You need to be delivering that. Yes, top corner. I thought I'd messed up there by taking the finesse shot with a player right in front of me. He was obviously going to get blocked. But we get a bit lucky with a bounce. And Czech absolutely fires it into the top right corner. His keeper isn't saving that. Walker's come all the way out to claim that. I did bring him out a tiny bit. We're taking it early with Czech on the outside of his foot, and we managed to beat his goalkeeper to make it 5-3. Ooh, Walker just about gets a fingertip to that to keep it out, and he pushes it behind for another corner. And the game finishes 5-3. Walker made a few decent saves in that. He also let in a couple that I think maybe he should have done better on. But overall, we come away with a win, so no complaints from me, really. Okay, what will probably be the fourth and final game. And this guy's got a bit of a strange team. I wonder if he's got them in for chemistry. Check. Can we finish it off? We do. 1-0. We take an early lead, and I do have a feeling that he's paused it and he is going to bring on some players for those. Well, I think he has a silver left wing back and a gold goalkeeper in net, so I'm assuming he's going to take those off. Okay, Walker will collect that one easily. Walker, he digs the ball out from underneath him and pushes it out for a corner. It's a decent save in the end, but one I'd expect him to make from there. And he makes a decent save from the corner too. Mbappe finishes it off. And this guy's paused it. I think he might be out of here now. Yeah, he's rage quit. So then, what are my final thoughts on this 94 Shapeshifters Kyle Walker? Well, we'll start off with his diving, and I'll say that it's good, but not great. I did think that he got a decent range of diving animations. However, I'd say it was kind of inconsistent, as there was the odd occasion where he was pulling off a diving animation that, even if he was nowhere near the ball, just didn't make any sense. Whether it was either delayed or just wasn't the right type of diving animation for the shot he was facing, there was the odd instance where he did do that. You've also got to factor in his height at 6 foot here, which of course is going to be one of the main negatives of this card. At 6 foot, it just means he's prone to shots placed towards the corners of the goal where he can't dive to save them, or from outside the box, it just makes him easy to beat from range. And you will have seen, I think it was in the first game, 2 shots from outside the box, both of them beat him. And although they were relatively decent shots, it's not common that you get a goalkeeper conceding 2 shots from range in the same match. And his height, unfortunately, is always going to have an impact on the card, as it's not something you can change with a chemistry style. But I think most people going into using this card can probably expect that to be the case. Next up is his handling at 92, which again was good, but not great. He did catch the odd shot, especially if it lacked a lot of shot power. However, he did still push the ball around quite a bit, and there was the occasional shot that I thought he probably could have caught, and if he'd been a natural goalkeeper with better handling, he might have caught the ball instead of pushing it out for a corner. Of course, the other side effect is that he did open me up to some rebound chances every now and again. Now, sometimes he'll push the ball down and he'll collect it on the second attempt, but other times he will just push it back into a dangerous area, which does leave you open to conceding a rebound chance. Next up is his kicking at 90, and despite it being the lowest rated stat on the card, I actually had no problems with it whatsoever, and 90 as a stat is still pretty good for a goalkeeper. It had a lot of kick power and accuracy behind his goal kicks, both off the floor and out of his hands. He also does have a 4-star weak foot, which can help you out in situations where you don't have time to shift it onto his stronger foot, and it just means it doesn't lose a lot of power and accuracy when compared to his stronger foot. His reflexes at 96 are one of the strongest aspects of the card, and it also helps his diving in my opinion too, as it just gives him time to react to the incoming shot, to move into the right diving animation to try and keep the ball out of the net. He did make a couple of good saves for me that I wasn't expecting from very close to the goal, that even out and out goalkeepers would have struggled to make. So yeah, for quick reaction saves inside the box, he was pretty solid for me, and that's definitely because of this 96 reflex stat. Next up is his speed at 94, and to be honest, I actually didn't get the most out of this card in terms of his speed and rushing him out towards my opponent, as far as sweeper keepers go, he's by far one of the best in this game because of this speed stat alone, and I don't think any other goalkeeper actually comes close to this level of speed. Now of course this is probably one of the biggest selling points of the card, so if you do like to rush a goalkeeper out a lot, then you may get more out of this card than I did. His positioning at 92 again was good but not great. I do think this stat is also a factor in his weakness against facing shots from outside the box. However, overall, I wouldn't say it stood out massively for me in terms of a weakness. There was never really any instances where he was running out towards a player and they were just easily able to slot the ball past him because he just wasn't running in line with their direction towards the goal, which is what you get usually from goalkeepers with low positioning. And then finally, his 5-star skill moves, which, let's be honest, is a bit of a luxury for a goalkeeper, rather than being actually effective that much in game, as most people aren't running up and down the pitch with their goalkeeper trying to use skill moves. But I guess I'd rather have it than not have it, I suppose. So overall, I'm going to give this 94 Shapeshifters Kyle Walker an 8.3 out of 10. Sure, it's a fun card to use. He could actually be quite an effective goalkeeper for you. However, despite the stats across the board being all in the 90s, it's his height at 6 foot that is going to cause most people the biggest issues here. And sometimes it doesn't matter how well you can defend, if your goalkeeper can't stop shots from range, that's always going to be a problem in matches, especially against the sorts of players we're getting at this point in the year that all have crazy shooting stats. However, from inside the box, his diving for the most part is kind of reliable, but his reflexes are clearly one of the key stats here, and he can pull off those crazy in-game reflex saves that you'll see with the likes of Yashin and other high reflex goalkeepers. His kicking, as I've already mentioned, was pretty great, and I had no issues with it at all. His handling does have room for improvement, as does his positioning. However, both of these are generally quite reliable and shouldn't cause you too many issues in matches. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and don't forget to subscribe. And to request any future content, please leave a comment in the comment section below and I'll be sure to reply.